dudes, I'm Hilah, and today on Hilah Cooking, I'm going to show you how I make beef picadillo tacos. So picadillo is like a Mexican ground beef mixture. There's so many variations. I'm going to show you my favorite one that has potatoes and peas in it. But it's really delicious. It's a great thing to stuff inside an empanada or a taco or nachos or burritos or other stuff, Fritos. I don't know. All right, we're gonna start by, ooh, this is hot. Start by peeling a tomato. I'm gonna show you a little quick and easy way to do that. So I got a tomato here, in a little pot of boiling water, and just make a little X in the bottom. You don't need to go very deep. You really just need to go through the skin, but you probably will go a little bit deeper than that. Anyway, drop that baby in there. Should technically be covered with boiling water, but we're gonna cheat it a little bit. Okay, so we're just gonna leave this for like, I don't know, 30 seconds or something. Okay, great. So see how this is like splitting? The skin split and like the little X that we made has started to open up, blossom like a flower. Perfect. And look, I mean, that's obviously it's peeling itself. Okay, so I'm gonna drop it into a little bowl of cold water here just to cool it. And this we can set aside. You can let it cool and water your plants with it or whatever. And I've got a pound of ground beef here, so I'm just gonna throw this in and get it starting to brown. Okay, and while that's happening, I'm gonna go ahead and just peel the skin off this tomato like that. If you wanted to skip the peeling of the tomato step, you could, but it's really not that hard and it kind of makes the finished dish have a better texture. Or you could always use a couple of canned tomatoes. Now I'm just gonna chop this up over here real quick. This tomato sucks. It's like white inside. Okay, this is looking good. Starting to get a little brown. So yeah, like I was saying, there's a ton of variations on picadillo. Some of them have like apples. This one's got potatoes, peas, raisins, olives. You can leave any of these things out. If you don't like one of these things, you can totally leave it out. It's really just, I mean, it's just one of those recipes that it's called picadillo, but they're like every family has their own way of making it. If you have a special way that you like to make yours, please leave me a comment and let me know where you learned how to make it. I would love to hear about that. Great, so this is almost all browned. I'm gonna go ahead and add jalapeno, garlic, and onion here and get that started to cook. And I've cut the onion up pretty small. When it's finished, I want the meat and the onions to sort of form a union of one, and then just have the chunks of potato and peas and all the other stuff like that. But I want the onions to really cook down super soft. So we'll just keep cooking this until the meat is all cooked. Okay, that looks good. Looks like it's all cooked. And you could drain the grease if you want to before you add the onions, I would say. I like a greasy picadillo, so I'm gonna leave it all in there. So there's our tomato. This is some thyme, oregano, and salt. Some people put cloves and allspice and cumin and chili powder instead of the herbs, but you know, whatever. However you want to play it, bros. And then this is a potato, and still, you know, it's cut up fairly small. And I've got some chicken stock in this little Mexican pot here. Hopefully there's not too much lead in the glaze, but a little lead never hurt you. Just kidding, it totally did. Avoid lead at all costs. Stir it around and get those potatoes down in there. Okay, so kind of get it all down in that liquid. I'm gonna add a little bit more of my chicken stock. And then we're gonna let this simmer for about 20 minutes. Just keep an eye on it until those potatoes are nice and tender and all the onions and tomatoes have broken down. Okay, so 20 minutes later, this is what we're looking at here. Most of the liquid has cooked off. I did add about a tablespoon of tomato paste just to give it a little bit of color. But if you have a big, beautiful tomato, you probably don't need to. Potatoes are soft. So now I'm gonna add the peas, and these are just some frozen peas that I ran a little bit of water over in a colander to get them defrosted a little bit, and some raisins that I soaked in a little bit of water to plump them up a little, and some pimento stuffed olives, which I like, but maybe you don't, and that's fine. You can leave them out. I don't give a shit. Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, now I'm just gonna let this simmer another 5 minutes or so just to get those peas warmed up and cooked, and then we're ready to make some tacos, yo! Taco time! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. So yeah, like I was saying, you could put this just in a taco like I'm doing, but it also makes a really, really good filling for empanadas. And throw a little cilantro on here, a little fresh onion, a little homemade salsa. There we go, Picadillo taco. Picadillo taco, anyone? All right, well, I hope you like this recipe. If you like this video, please subscribe so that you will be notified whenever I release a new video. And I'll post a link to my crispy beef taco video, which you might also like if you enjoyed this one. But let's give this baby a taste. Look how beautiful. I'm a little hot. Man. That is so good. Such a great combination of flavors. It's just a great thing, and there's so many variations. So if you have your own way to make picadillo, please leave it in a comment below. I'd love to hear about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.